We're proud suppliers to EMCOR and have been supplying them for over 10 years, so we see them as a key customer of ours, and we try and partner with them as much as we can and look at lots of collaborative ways of working with them. We've worked with another client of ours and identified the amount of single-use plastic that we supply into them, literally garments, polo shirts, respirators that come in plastic bags, and looked at how much plastic we're actually supplying into them, and we came up with a staggering 675 kilos worth of plastic just in single-use plastic that we're supplying to them, wrapped around jackets, bags, waistcoats, etc., etc. And then what we worked backwards to see how we can eliminate that plastic out of the supply chain. So when we first started looking at this project, there were two key work streams. There are products that we source direct with partner factories in the Far East, and there are products that we buy from brand leaders that have stock in the UK. We obviously work with factories and we engaged with them and said, look, we want to bring product in without plastic. We started off with a pilot, making sure that the garments did come in and were clean and fit for sale, and absolutely everything was fine despite this huge blockage of, why do you want to do that, you're crazy. The second stream was obviously working with some of the brand leaders, and what we found was likewise we had lots of barriers, lots of challenges, people saying, I'm sorry, we can't do that, and then you try and tease it out, and quite often it would involve me picking up the phone to director level within some of the supply chain partners that we work with, and then we started to break down some of those barriers. One of our challenges was around single-use plastic was safety specs, and every single pair of safety specs comes with a plastic bag, and that's there to protect the lens. So it actually does serve a purpose, rather than some of the plastic that garments are in that really don't serve any purpose. So people take the safety specs out and then they just throw them away. So what we try to do is look at a better solution in which the lenses of the safety specs were protected, and we came up with a microfiber pouch so the lenses are protected, and then you can reuse this as many times as you want to clean the lens. So this bag here, I've basically got the amount of plastic that's in one person's uniform when they start at EMCOR. So if you multiply that by the thousands of employees that EMCOR have, you actually have a significant amount of plastic. And like I say, we're talking about 1/2 a ton of plastic that can be saved just by eradicating this single-use plastic. Some of the uniform items within the EMCOR range are bespoke, and every garment that we're bringing in bespoke. As a business, we're now working at bringing in without any plastic whatsoever. So we basically have a carton of, let's say, polo shirts, and it comes in, there's no plastic in it at all. And EMCOR are great because we get the support of the senior management team in that they're fully committed behind the cause, and as a result of that, that filters down to the people at the grassroots that are actually receiving these garments that might be slightly more creased. They might occasionally have a bit of dust on them. Does it actually prevent them from being a perfectly good garment? No, it's just breaking down those cultural barriers that exist.